The air hung heavy, thick with anticipation. Two figures, silhouetted against the flickering flames of a grand fireplace, sat in deep conversation. A secluded hunting lodge, nestled deep within the Siberian wilderness, served as their clandestine meeting place. The silence was broken only by the crackling fire and the hushed tones of Russian and Korean. A sense of foreboding permeated the atmosphere. The weight of the world, it seemed, rested on the outcome of this meeting. Vladimir Putin, the enigmatic leader of Russia, exuded an aura of cold calculation. His demeanor was one of unyielding resolve, a man who had seen and done much in his time at the helm of one of the world's most powerful nations. His eyes, like chips of ice, seemed to pierce through the facade of those he met. They were the eyes of a man who had spent years navigating the treacherous waters of global politics. Years of wielding power had hardened him, shaping him into a figure of formidable strength and authority. A master strategist, he played the game of international politics with the skill of a grandmaster, always several moves ahead of his adversaries. Across from him sat Kim Jong-un, Supreme Leader of North Korea, a man who had risen to power in a very different, yet equally challenging environment. The younger man, though shorter in stature, possessed a powerful presence that commanded attention and respect. His face, usually fixed in an impassive expression, betrayed little of his thoughts, making him an enigma to those who tried to understand him. Behind the mask of stoicism lay a cunning and ruthlessness that had kept him in power, a testament to his strategic acumen. The two men were an unlikely pair, their paths to power and their personal styles vastly different. Yet, they were bound by a shared worldview, a belief in the necessity of strong, centralized control. Both saw themselves as strong men, leaders who could not afford to show weakness. Both were willing to use any means necessary to safeguard their regimes, employing tactics that were as ruthless as they were effective in maintaining their grip on power. What transpired in that secluded lodge remains shrouded in secrecy. Rumors swirled and whispers filled the air. Was it a simple show of solidarity against a common enemy? Or was there a deeper, more complex agenda at play? Or was something more sinister brewing beneath the surface, hidden from the public eye? Some whispered of arms deals, clandestine transactions that could alter the balance of power. Others of a pact to reshape the global order, a grand strategy to redefine international alliances. Whatever the truth, one thing was clear: this meeting was no accident. It was meticulously planned. Both leaders had much to gain from an alliance, weighing the potential benefits and risks. Putin, facing increasing isolation on the world stage, saw in Kim a potential partner in challenging the West, a strategic ally. Kim, starved for resources and recognition, saw in Putin a powerful patron, someone who could bolster his regime's standing. Section 4. A new axis of power. The implications of this meeting sent shockwaves through the international community. Analysts scrambled to decipher the potential consequences, trying to understand the new dynamics at play. Was this the beginning of a new Cold War? A realignment of global power? Alarms sounded in Western capitals, as leaders convened emergency sessions to discuss their next moves. The prospect of a Russia-North Korea axis, armed with nuclear weapons and fueled by mutual animosity towards the West, was a chilling thought. The potential for increased military aggression and destabilization was a major concern. Sanctions, already in place against both countries, were reviewed. Diplomatic channels buzzed with activity as nations sought to strengthen their alliances and present a united front. Military exercises were stepped up. Troops were put on high alert, and defense strategies were re-evaluated to prepare for any potential threats. Section 5. Ripples on the world stage. The impact of the meeting resonated far beyond the halls of power. Financial markets jittered. Oil prices spiked. The fragile equilibrium of global politics seemed to teeter on a knife's edge. In the Korean peninsula, tensions escalated. The South Korean government, caught in the crosshairs of this new alliance, watched with growing unease. Japan, too, felt the pressure, increasing its own military preparedness. Section 6. The future. shrouded in uncertainty. As the flames in the fireplace died down, so too did the whispers surrounding the meeting. But the world was forever changed. The meeting in the Siberian wilderness served as a stark reminder. The old world order was gone. What the future holds remains unclear. But one thing is certain, the world is watching, holding its breath. The game has changed, and the stakes have never been higher.